You see Jock's films, Jockstrap boy. I don't know.
Jockstrap Boy is my favorite YouTuber.
His what was it? Was it Vimeo? No, it wasn't Vimeo. There was some other like weird like
VidMe.
Yeah. It was like let's play. I don't think he was saying let's play. He said something like gaming.
Let's play.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the screen.
Hot.
I thought that was funny.
Indeed.
I'm like, yeah.
Critical's podcast was sponsored by VidMe a while ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's another podcast. It's like the age of the podcast now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they kind of were like a cult hit.
Yeah.
Like a year or two ago,
mm-hmm.
maybe 3, I don't know. And then they kind of died off for like bigger YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're like the big thing now.
Yeah,
like,
which I'm all about because podcasts are what I listen to mostly now at work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I've been enjoying them. I was like kind of skeptical at first because usually I do like some sort of visual, and a lot of the podcasts just have a picture.
Yeah.
Like the schmucks. Aside from a few things that Pebbles snuck in there,
mm-hmm.
It was just like a picture, and
yeah.
Baited was just a picture, and the SJW, JonTron and SJWs was just a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up enjoying them.
Yeah.
But that's why the thing I actually like, one of the aspects of H3's podcast that I like better than the other ones is that there's not, that they just like, actually film themselves too. I feel like there's not much of a reason not to if they're going to upload it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it does add a little bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm like playing like a bit of a mindless game or something, I like to look over and see some visuals. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest deal.
Yeah, since I'm, like I said, I mostly listen to podcasts at work. I don't need a visual at all. I just listen to the podcast on my phone.
Yeah. So you have your headphones in at work?
Yeah.
That's cool that they let you do that. Because I know some works don't.
Yeah.
Like at my mom's work, I know you can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get in trouble for such things.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't care about too much at my work. I can do whatever I want as long as I'm working.
Yeah, I suppose.
And there are like rules for the office, like a dress code, but it's not like, it's basically just like no ripped jeans and wear clothing. And that's it.
So do you just wear like a t-shirt and jeans?
Yeah, I wear t-shirts, jeans, hoodies, cool. Everything.
Yeah, that's like I don't know why that's not the standard, but that's my dream job.
Yeah.
It's just like a job that I enjoy and also isn't like annoyingly corporate.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, if you're just wearing like a normal t-shirt that doesn't say like Negroes on it or something, and
that's the only t-shirt I wear. What are you talking about?
And you're like not wearing like booty shorts or anything, then why can't you just dress like a normal human and not have to dress in like this suit that makes you like...
The only time we ever have to dress up is if clients come into the office, which is very, very rare. And when they do, I work from home. So... Yeah,
I mean, I guess I get it if you have to present yourself in a certain way and all that. Like my mom does and all that. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean it doesn't annoy me if I have to do it.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to do it for like my day-to-day. Because that would get annoying.
Yeah. And with the SJWs taking over, we'd probably end up melting. Indeed. Because the air conditioning is sexist.
Yeah, of course.
Because, them getting cold on the air conditioning...
it's our fault.
Yeah, and we totally don't get super hot having to wear like a 3-layered suit.
Indeed.
I mean, I wish we could go back to my Irish roots and wear like kilts.
Indeed.
I just get some draft
breathing room.
Yeah, and then just like crap on the floor.
Yes, I can confirm that's what they did.
That was the original meaning behind it, though.
Oh yeah.
Was ease of access. So for sex and for, I don't know, for sex, I assume so. But I know...
I mean, it may not be the original intent, but it certainly helps.
Yeah, but I know the original intent, I believe, was just so that you could just, like, urinate easily. So, it was just, like, built to be convenient.
Yeah.
Which is...
Come back to me.
But I suppose the thing about the kilt is that you don't wear anything under it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if I'm totally wrong, no one will know. Because... we don't have anyone who watches to criticize me.
I feel like our show has just become us saying something and saying, "Who cares? Nobody watches."
Yeah. Though I would, if we did have fans, I would just give the disclaimer, but it wouldn't be as long. It'd just be like, well, if I'm wrong, whoops. Instead of referring wrong, whoops, but also no one cares because no one watches. So you know. We still have a disclaimer, but it wouldn't be as long.
I still refuse to put disclaimers on.
Yeah, I just don't
I want to trigger you.
I just don't want to be Aaron.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that I like hate Aaron or anything, but it's
I'm getting there.
It's like a meme where he literally, I don't trust a word he says anymore.
No.
If he says anything, I'm like, okay, it's wrong. I actually assume it's wrong now, at this point.
Yeah, that's probably a safe assumption.
This thing has like flappy legs. The other ones didn't have flappy legs.
No, they didn't. I'm
not
sure
those are like, are those supposed to be like the beginning of the Metroid like hooks that he like grabs onto your head?
No, this is like a later form of them.
Oh, so this is better than those. Already.
Yeah, this is more advanced. The other ones, see, I'm standing in the shell of it.
Oh yeah.
That's like
so they were those at first.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not really evolved. It's like a metamorphosis. More like.
Okay, so it's not necessarily better. Because evolution.
Yeah, I'd say it's better because they're older, so it's more. It's like a later life form, kind of like.
Oh yeah. So
like a caterpillar into a butterfly.
Oh my.
So you see, he metamorphosist.
Yeah. I wonder what the. I guess the difference between metamorphosis and evolution is supposed to be like over a longer time.
Yeah.
And then
metamorphosis
is just something that every.
It's,
evolution is something that doesn't happen to a creature. It happens to a species over time.
Yeah, exactly.
And metamorphosis is just part of a life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I see now. That always confuses me, though, about the... I mean, evolution is still considered just a theory, right?
Yeah, well...
Because
they haven't been observing long enough to confirm anything. They can confirm, like, their observations. Like, the evidence shows that it happened.
Yeah.
It's not really completely observed yet because it's something that takes so long to really and truly observe it.
Yeah.
Because it can't be real science until you can observe it. That's why, like, the Big Bang Theory will never be anything more than a theory because it can't be observed.
Yeah.
Because it already happened and it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
And the likelihood of it even happening is, like, so infinitesimal that it's like, okay, why not just believe in God?
Yeah.
God's just as probable, you know?
Yeah. And, yeah. Again, we don't have anyone who watches our show, but it's like I just didn't want to get called out like calling it like the theory of evolution, but it's like, well, actually it's not a theory anymore.
Yeah, it is still a theory, I'd say.
Because, like, evolution confuses me, and maybe that's just because I'm a computer scientist. I'm not even a computer scientist yet. One more semester. But I'm not like a biological scientist or whatever the heck those evolution scientists would be. Oh, this reminds me of Sonic. They have like spinny fans, and then they have the water current that comes, and you destroy them in the drains.
Excellent.
That's interesting.
Maybe this was inspired by Sonic, because I don't think this part was in the original at all.
That'd be cool. I like that part in Sonic. Maybe I don't. Actually, I probably don't. I mean, the beginning is cool with the fans, actually. That's the only part of the water stage I do like. The rest I hate because it's underwater.
Yeah.
And you drowned. But, like, evolution is confusing to me because it's like, I don't understand how it makes sense. Because, like,
well,
I'm not arguing against it, I'm just confused. Because,
there are some logical holes with it that don't make sense to me.
It's like, they say, like, plants evolved so that, some plants evolved so, like, their seeds can't be digested so birds, like, displace them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, but
how does
it know?
Survive for that long, first of all, to where... I'm curious as to how anything survived for long enough for evolution to take place.
Yeah.
And I'm curious as to know why evolution stops where it does. So, like, why do we still have the limitations that we do, like our physical limitations?
Like
why
public
are we basically
speaking.
like... No, I'm talking, like, why aren't we as strong as apes, but as smart as we are?
Yeah.
Why is that?
We did watch a video about... in my public speaking about that, though, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a guy was, like, talking, like... he's like, we have, depending on what you believe, but it's like thousands or millions, hundreds, I don't know. I mean, well, everyone knows we've been around for hundreds of years, but thousands or millions, billions, who knows?
Indeed.
But it's like thousands years of evolution, and I can't even stand in front of people and talk correctly. You know,
right?
It's like it's the biggest fear, and it's just like irrational and not under people's control a lot of the time. Like for me, I don't care about public speaking. I don't care what these people think. But when I get up there,
it's horrifying.
Yeah, and and I don't know why. In my mind, it's not horrifying, but my body reacts in a way that it is horrified.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, how does that make sense? That's clearly just like an evolutionary or like just like caveman bodily function or something.
Indeed.
It's like, why isn't that gone?
Yeah.
I guess they said it's to preserve like your standing in society. So like you're worried about doing something embarrassing and then losing that. But I still feel like in the corporate society that we live in, maybe that's just too new for us to have adapted yet. But
I don't know. It's
I just
easy
feel
enough
like
to
it's
get
silly.
used to public speaking, though.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's not impossible or anything. Not nearly.
I mean, I was afraid of it until I took drama class in high school and had to do that play in front of the whole school.
Yeah.
So that solved my stage fright real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, like the thing that confuses me about evolution is like if the plant evolved to be that way, like maybe I'm not understanding evolution, but like how did the plant know to do that? Like the plant doesn't decide that. It's like plants... what decides? Is it the cells that decide?
No, it's not. It's not an active decision. It's
yeah, exactly.
It's whatever survives. It's survival of the fittest type deal. Where like only the plants that have this specific trait survive. So that's like how they say giraffes came about, because the only horses that were able to eat the taller plants and stuff like had longer necks, and so longer necked horses breed with longer necked horses, and so on and so forth until giraffes come about.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. I just didn't know. But yeah, if it's just survival of the fittest is basically evolution.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know if that sounded stupid at all, but
Nah.
I didn't really.
They're legit questions.
Yeah. I suppose I don't really care much to read about it. Like, I don't know.
I've probably come across plenty of cancer reading about it too.
Yeah.
Atheists United and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? That video I saw on YouTube. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what it was, but there was some comment on it. It was like, this is what normal liberals, or no, this is what atheists thinks religious people are and what religious people think atheists are.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they were just talking about that, and I wish I could think of the context, what video it was from, but it's totally true. Like, when you think, like, religious people and they think of atheists, they think of like, oh, they like think of like a snooty, like high class, like know-it-all, holier than thou. And then when you think of like a religious person, like you think like science doesn't exist and God's gonna come from the ceiling and give me money or something and success.
You want to play another boss fight?
Sure. So. Oh, is this the boss?
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's just like the loud majority. There's
Yeah.
actually plenty of reasonable people on both sides.
Indeed.
Do I have to use missiles?
Sure.
What
why
button
not?
is for missiles?
Press B to switch to missiles, and then yeah, there you go.
No, he's invincible on his legs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, that's how it is with like most things. There's a whole lot of insane people on both sides, and that's what you think of.
yeah.
And then there's, normal people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's fewer and fewer normal people these days.
Yeah.
But
That's the problem with like the whole SJW movement, though, is that it leaves no room for normal people.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily that, but
It leaves no room for sane discussion.
yeah, you're like forced to a side,
Yeah.
and normally everyone, it's not about sides, it's about like human betterment.
Yeah, indeed.
We're all on the same side, we're all humans.
Mm-hmm. Hooray, you totally did it. That's totally the end of the boss fight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.